Okay, so I'm thinking about my next project, and I'm thinking about this Simplicity 9956, the shorts, since I'm into shorts now. It's so dark in here. But yeah, 9956. This is one of their summer patterns. View A shorts. And I'm thinking about using this fabric here that I got from Walmart. It was one of their 2 yards for $2 cuts. I need to wash this fabric because I could tell it was sitting on the shelf and it's kind of like two-tone a little bit on this side. So I'm going to wash it. If I can bring it in a little closer so you can see. Yeah, it's like a tan and a cream stripe. So I think that'll be really good for this pattern right here. So I think this will be my next make coming up. Let me know if you guys picked up this pattern, and let me know if you plan to make it. So I'm going to wash my fabric and then I will get started on the pattern. Alright, so I got all the pieces laid out, and I'm going to try to make the most out of this fabric and also cut the top for Simplicity 8376 out. This fabric is 2 yards, and I have just enough to get the shorts as well as the Simplicity top that I've been making. So yeah, trying to make the most out of this fabric and see if I can get a whole outfit out of it. Since I don't have enough fabric to cut the back piece on the fold, I'm just going to cut 2 pieces for the back and then sew them together. But I'm going to make sure that I add enough, cut enough seam allowance so that it won't mess up the size of the shirt and it'll still fit correctly. So whenever that happens, here's a tip. If you don't have enough fabric to cut your pieces on the fold, you can cut 2 pieces. You just have to remember to add seam allowance and then sew down that side, and you'll have a full piece after that. Okay, so let's look at these shorts. Got my instructions over there, just so I can make sure I put together the middle part right. So this is the front piece. Here's 2 pocket pieces. I'm gonna put the pocket pieces on the front first and then on the back. I always need to mark my back pieces because I can never remember my front and my back. So I just take a friction pen and put like a little X or something on the back pieces. So I'll know the front from the back. And this comes off with heat, this friction pen. Alright. Everything seems pretty straightforward. It seems like it's going to be an easy pattern. It's just that, you know, the middle part that has the contrast, if you choose to use contrast. I'm just using the same fabric. Put the pockets on in the right spot. Should have notches for the pockets. Oh, I dropped them on the floor. Make sure you can see. So let's talk about my dress I made last week. Very easy dress, that new look dress, very easy dress. But I will say, well, the length was perfect for me. I'm 5'2", and the length was perfect. I actually didn't even hem it. I just serged around the edges. If I had hemmed it, it would have made it a little bit shorter. Probably would have been like right at my ankles, and then you put shoes on, and you know, would have made it shorter. And then, so that was good. It was easy sew. The length was perfect. The neckband and the armbands were wonky. So the next time I make it, I'm going to have to shorten the neckband and the armbands about 1.5 inches, so they won't be wonky. That's the only complaint that I had about the dress. So that's a tip if you make this dress. The new look dress, not these are shorts. If you make the new look dress, you may want to shorten the looking for my notches. Alright. You may want to shorten the neckband and the armbands if you decide to make the new look dress that I made in the last video. If you didn't watch the video, it's new look 6775. This is the back piece, and these are the pockets for the back piece. I like to go ahead and pin as much as I can and take it to the sewing machine. When you do sew these pockets, you sew them all the way down and then you understitch them. The amount of actual sewing that I show in the video depends on my camera battery. My camera battery dies quicker now, so if I don't show a lot of sewing, that's the reason why, because then I have to stop, charge the battery, wait for the battery to charge, and then when I do all that, I can finish sewing. You know, unless I have something else to occupy my time, then I'll do that. So I'm going to take this and the front pieces and sew the pockets down, then I'll understitch. So now I have to take one front piece, one back piece, and one center panel and pin those together with right side spacing. So feels awkward, but I guess once you sew it together, it's fine. There are notches, so there's one notch for the front piece and one notch for the back piece. I need to make sure I'm pinning it right because this doesn't feel right. Feel like, let's see, my notches are here, and then the dip is here. I guess it's right. Just feels awkward. Yeah, this feels awkward. Hold on. Stand by. Hold on. I gotta get it to where it feels right to me, and this just doesn't feel right. And I've learned to listen when something doesn't feel right. Stand by. I gotta figure this out. This is stumping me. Okay, so I'm gonna do it one piece at a time. So this is the front piece. I'm going to match up my notches. And this is the top of the front piece because you got a notch right there. But you match up your notches. And pin. Right side spacing. Now you can take this to the sewing machine and go ahead and sew down, or you can flip it over and then take your back piece and pin it at your notches, right side spacing. So again, this is the top part of my shorts because my notch is up here at the top, and you should have two notches on both the pieces here, the crotch piece and the back piece. That was stumping me at first. I was like, what is happening right now? It was because of how I was trying to lay it out and pin it. Instead of doing one at a time, I was trying to do them both at the same time. I know somebody's probably screaming at the screen right now. Do it one at a time. Alright, so now that feels better. Alright, so I'm going to take this to the sewing machine and then I'm going to sew down this edge and down this edge. Okay, I'm going to show you the sewing part after I show you this part. But after you sew down these two sides, then you it'll end up looking like this. Okay, so this is what it will look like. And I know it looks, let me turn it the right way. I like that. That looks really, really crazy. Alright, so now it looks like pants with crotch seam, right? After I skipped this part in the instructions because it looked like they were just going on to the side pocket, but I guess they did because if you want to put the side pocket, I'm skipping the side pocket, so that's why. Anyway, after you put the pockets on in the instructions, then they have you put the two pieces with right sides facing. Because the next step after this crotch part, they was just putting the pants together, and I was like, how are you putting the pants together without doing the other side? So I skipped that step in the instructions because I didn't want this side pocket here, so I missed this whole step 4 and 5, but that's fine. But what I'm doing, I'm putting right sides together, matching up the pockets and the side seams. But they do that before they add this crotch part here. I was like, huh? I was like, did they skip something? No, it wasn't them, it was me. But we're back on track. So I'm just going to, your pocket should have notches. Another tip, what I just did, how I ended up skipping steps and didn't know, read your instructions all the way through. If you choose to read instructions, depending on the pattern, if it's easy, I don't read the instructions. Like the top that I'm going to make Simplicity 8376. This top here, I don't have to read the instructions because it's a simple, straightforward top. However, with this pattern, because I had never done a crotch seam like that, I was reading the instructions, but just looking at the pictures made me skip a step. So make sure you read the instructions all the way through before you start making the pattern. That's another tip. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to start here, and you should have some type of mark to let you know where to stop sewing from here to here, and then where to start back sewing down here to here, because you're going to need an opening for your pocket. Then I'm going to sew around my pocket. so I got the 2 pieces sewn. So now I also went ahead and basted my pocket towards the front piece. So now you take one piece and you turn it to the right side and leave one piece turned to the wrong side, and you're going to just place the one on the right side inside the one with the wrong side facing up. And then you just match up the crotch seams. So turn one short leg or pant leg, whatever you're doing, to the right side. Leave one of them with the wrong side facing. Place the one with the right side out inside the one with the wrong side out, and that way they'll be right sides facing like this. And then you find your notches and you pin and sew the entire crotch seam together. And then you will have a pair of pants. You just need to add the elastic waistband. Alright, so you should have 2 notches for the back and 1 notch for the front. So I have not done anything with my bag yet. I'm hoping to do something this weekend because today is actually Thursday. I took today off. I needed a mental health day. So I took today off. Thursday is usually my Friday, but I took Thursday off so I will have an even longer weekend. So I'm hoping I can do a little work on my bag this weekend. We'll see how it goes. I need to watch some classes that I bought. I'm tired of buying classes and not watching them until years later. So that's another thing on the to-do list. So hopefully. Seems like when you have days off, they go by with lightning speed versus when you're working, the day goes by slow. So you're just going to sew all the way around the crotch seam. So of course my battery is dying again. This is the waistband. It's 2 pieces. They're right sides facing. You just pin them together. You should have notches on each end. I do my waistband differently from the instructions because with these instructions you have, I think, like 3 different elastics. I don't have time for that. So with the instructions, you sew one side fully and then you leave an opening on the other side. But like I said, I'm not doing that. I don't have time to be putting in 3 elastics. One will be fine. So I'm going to take it to the sewing machine and sew down both sides. Then I'm going to fold them together with wrong sides facing, and then I'll have my casing to add to the shorts. But I wanted to show you that because my battery is dying, of course, so I got to stop and charge it. Alright, so the shorts are done. They're cute. I haven't tried them on yet, but I need to press that hem at the bottom, and I need to make the shirt. If I don't get the shirt made this weekend, I'm just going to find a shirt in my closet so I can take photos with the shorts on. But very easy to make. I do recommend this pattern, and again it's Simplicity 9956. Let's see if it'll be blurry. Kicking the camera. There we go. See if it'll be blurry if I, yep, it's blurry. That's horrible. think the further I go back, the better it looks. Okay, I think that's okay. But that's the pattern. Very easy sew. I made it with that Walmart. It was a 2 yards for $2 pack. It was 100% polyester. It feels like a terry knit. It has that stuff on the inside of it. But I think it was perfect for these shorts. But the suggested fabrics are chino, cotton blends, lightweight twill, and linen blends. I do think this will look very, very good in some linen fabric. But yeah, if I find some good fabric, I will make it again. I may even make the pants. Who knows? That might be one of my fall makes, the actual pants, because I do like it. I like the element at the crotch where you can do some color blocking or even, you know, use stripes again. I'm gonna try and look for some fabric where the stripes are going up and down. I'm sure I have some in my closet somewhere. Because I like this look of this view B here as well. So very easy. So follow the tips I gave you to read the instructions all the way through, because I skipped a step, and then even though I still knew how to make the pants, I skipped a step. So make sure you read the directions all the way through, so you're not like me going back and doing things that should have already been done. It wasn't a huge deal, but anyway, I think that's it. I can't think of anything else. So that is it. I'll take some photos and put those at the end of the video. Not sure if this is the end of the video. I don't know if this is going to be a full-on vlog, or if it's just going to be a video of these shorts. So if I end it here, if I do end it here, thank you so much for coming along with me. I would like to thank all of my new subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel, and everyone who keeps coming back each time I post a new video. And if you like this video, click the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll know each time I post a new video. So clearly I'm all over the place. So I'll either see you in the next video, or there'll be something else at the end besides pictures. I don't know yet.